Hi, I'm Kirly-sue and welcome to Kirly-sue's Kitchen. Joining me today is
Chef Troy Levy,
who is a really good friend of mine. He also cooks Ital food, which is suitable for vegans. And here are his socials. Please go and follow him on his channel. Great. So he's helping me out in the kitchen today.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yes.
so let's get on with our dish.
Let's do it. So Susan, what are we making today?
Oh, I forgot to say, it's going to be butter beans in the sauce that they usually make for butter chicken. That's what I'm going to make and use butter beans in it in replacement for the meat. And I'm going to serve it kind of fine dining style with a pastry crown and some clear edible crisps that have got garnishes inside so they're translucent. It's going to look really pretty.
Awesome. Can't wait to try it.
Let's start with the butter bean sauce.
Awesome.
So to begin with, we're going to heat some oil in a pan. So I'm using avocado oil, but you can use any kind of oil that you like. So once that's heated up, then we're going to add our onions, garlic and ginger. So let that heat for a short while. Add the red onion, which has been finely chopped. Chef Troy did it, not me, so I'm not gonna lie. He did the chopping, that is. And then we'll also add the garlic and the ginger. So the main three that you need when you're making any kind of Indian style dishes usually has those three in it. So we let that cook down for a little while until the onions become translucent. What did you say the other term was for this, Chef Troy?
Yeah, so basically when you're doing the vegetables such as the onion, the garlic, and the ginger that you have in the saute pan, the culinary term, a lot of people say you're sweating the vegetables.
Oh, sweating them.
Yeah,
okay.
so when you're sweating them, that just means that they're not getting brown and caramelized, they're just cooking.
Okay.
Getting translucent, like you said.
Yeah.
But it's, not getting brown.
So would you say it's about there now?
Sweating, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Okay, so now I add the chopped tomatoes. I'm going to let that cook down for about 5 minutes.
Awesome. That looks so delicious. Could definitely see where you're going with this dish.
Thank you. Trying to keep it delicious because we all know vegan food can be ultra tasty.
Exactly.
So this has now been blended until it's smooth. We'll set that aside and start on the next part of the recipe. Add 4 tablespoons of vegan butter to the pan. And that's the 4th tablespoon. Remember, this is like a butter chicken style dish, so we need to have some butter. So once that has melted, we will add our spices. Now we add our spices, the turmeric, paprika, coriander,
That's look good, Susan.
thank you.
Awesome.
A few more spices to go in, a little bit of ground cumin, and our garam masala.
I can just tell that all those seasoning and spices is going to develop a really awesome dish.
Thank you so much. Yes. So that is now done, and we're going to now sieve the other mixture, press it through a sieve into this mixture. So this will help it to be smooth.
Oh, so smooth, silky smooth and nice. It's definitely coming through. Awesome, looking so good.
Thank you.
Very rich.
That's the idea.
Susan, a lot of people don't think that vegan food could taste as good as you and I does vegan food.
See, when people say to me, oh, I don't like vegan food, I think, well, maybe the person who cooked it can't cook.
Exactly.
Or there's so many different types of vegan food. There can't be that you don't like all of it. It's probably you just haven't found the type that you like or the dishes that you like.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly. And one other thing is, a lot of people draw their conclusion on certain recipe just because of, like you said, the person that cooked it maybe just didn't know how to properly prepare it.
No.
Because what you're doing right now is definitely developing a lot of flavor on top of flavor.
There you go. I think if you're going to do it, really try and add as much flavor. I like when it's like very bursting with flavor.
Absolutely.
I like the term a party in your mouth.
Definitely. That looks so good.
I think that's just about done.
That definitely does it. Get all that niceness from there. Absolutely.
Alright, so that's
Set that aside.
We need to stir this now together. And then we just need to add our coconut milk.
That is awesome.
So just having half a cup of coconut milk.
Susan, one thing I like about coconut milk, it ties everything together.
Yes, it does.
Definitely just, it's that cement that keeps everything together.
Absolutely. So, not forgetting our butter beans.
Can't forget those.
Put those in. And then we're going to leave that to cook for 5 minutes. And then it's more or less ready.
Awesome. Can't wait to try it.
Alright, so now we're ready to plate.
Absolutely.
And I see you've changed for the occasion.
Yes, absolutely. Have to dress for it, right?
Yes. Alright.
It's looking so good, Susan.
Alright, let me just flip the camera around. So, just put some into the middle. Just be careful. There you go.
That is lovely.
Then we're going to now add our pastry crown.
Are you gonna?
Oh yes, so sprinkle
A little bit in the center.
Our cashews in the center.
Awesome.
Is that enough?
That looked good.
Excellent. Then we now add our pastry crown.
Okay.
And then like so. Yes. And then we'll add our edible flowers to finish off the garnish. I think I wanted to alternate these. So that one there, this one there. I think it needs one in the middle maybe?
Yes, that one.
This one?
Yeah.
So put one in the middle.
That is.
And that is our butter bean butter chicken with a pastry crown and edible flowers. We did say we were going to do the clear crisp things at the beginning, but you know, I think this works.
It definitely does, Susan. And I must say, if I was in a restaurant, I would definitely pay £150 for this plate because it definitely looks like it. Look like $1 million. And you know what they say, Susan?
Yes.
You eat with your eyes first. And this is...
Do you want to take some pictures?
A sight to behold. Absolutely.
Yeah, let me get my camera.
This is so lovely, Susan. Can't wait to try it.
Okay.
I don't know if you eat it or I could stay right there.
So how do we eat this?
So my suggestion is just break this pastry.
Okay.
And we just mix that baby in with this awesome sauce. And we can't be shy, Susan.
Okay.
Oh my God. A burst of flavors.
It's rich.
I love the butter beans.
Smooth. And it really complements the pastry cage, really complements it because it's got a light crisp texture to it. And then it has a little pop of citrus in it.
And that cashew, that fresh raw cashew.
10 out of 10. And if you're in a restaurant and you've got no vegan options or not many, this is a brilliant one to have.
It is, definitely.
And it's really economical as well, so it's really good for your restaurant to have this on your menu because it looks great and it tastes wonderful as well. Also, the pastry cage, I'm going to show you how to make that in another video. I spent quite a bit of time in my test kitchen with Chef Troy figuring out how to make this pastry cage, and then now that I know how to do it, I will share that with you.
And also, it is really easy to make too. For, you know, like Susan said, in a commercial kitchen, this is really easy to execute, so it won't be something that is going to be difficult to prepare if you have a vegan customer in a regular restaurant. It's just easily executed, economically friendly, and just awesome.
Excellent. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll see more videos just like this one. And don't forget to follow my friend Chef Troy.
Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. This is awesome.
Okay, thank you.
And remember, ital is vital.
Yes. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.